Well, good morning guys. I don't know what I'm going to do today. I was going to go up to the boat today. On my way up to the boat I was going to go to the speedway just to check on it, see if everything's alright. So as you can see, I'm sitting here out in the kitchen, so that only means one thing: ironing. On the chair here I've got a pile of ironing. So I thought I'll do a video, sit down and have a yap with everybody. Yeah, see what's going on and everything like that. So, right, drink the ironed water for a minute. Oh, God, I don't like council pop. In the water, it seems like it's got something in it. Well, I don't know what it is, but my wife she buys me bottled water, but I just tasted it and that's horrible. So I might go over and get a bottle of water, stick on the side, so I can drink that as I go. Yeah, so if I just leave the camera running, I don't have to edit anything. But if I get up in a minute and I pause it and I bring you all back in a minute, and then once I go back in the front room on my computer, then I gotta bring up the editing software, I've got to download everything, I've got to stick everything together, then let that convert it into one continuous video. So instead of me doing that, I might just leave the camera running. So all I've got to do is upload it, job done. Simple, innit? Yeah? So I have to go out that way. See, because the camera's reversed, isn't it? Yeah, so if I go that way, which my cupboard's over there, so yeah, it would be that way, wouldn't it? Well. Anyway, I've got to go out into the cupboard and get the ironing board, put it right here, because I've got to sit down, because I can't stand up. Yeah, everything I do, I've got to sit down, I cannot stand up. If I go toilet, I've got to sit down, I can't stand up. So that's why every time, like, I go up the yard or up the boat, Andy goes for a piss, everybody else just stands there, goes for a piss. I can't do that. I need to sit down. So, well, because I'm not a woman, so sorry. So I don't know what's going on. You know, all I know is I've got to start this bloody Saturdays. The missus goes up her mother's for the day, has lunch. And it's Valentine's Day today, isn't it? So I think tonight we've got an Indian with naan bread and pompadons. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know why. Yeah, I'd rather just make... I'd rather just have a jacket potato in onion, mince, peppers, mushrooms. Make a nice sauce up to put it over the jacket potato. Yeah, over the spud. Well, I can't sit here and talk to you. Well, I'm going to, but I don't really want to pause it. So there's going to be a little gap in between this of me just... Or should I just bring you back in a minute when I've set everything up? But then again, you might want to watch it setting everything up. Yeah, might get me a bottle of water. Stay there, I'll be back in a minute. Oh, God, shit, get a bottle of water out. Right, this is my bottle of water. This is my bottle of water. Right, 2 secs, I'll just get the ironing board. Right, have it on 2 clicks. That'll do me. Right, let's plug this iron in. Sorry about the ass shot. Right, let's go get this ironing done, shall we? Hey guys, let's get this done. Right. So, got any questions for me? Drop it down in the comment. I'll read all the comments and I answer every single one of them. Get that on full. I'll do everything on full power. See what I like to do? I'm not like a woman. A woman puts it all down on different angles and does it. I like to button everything up. You button everything up, and then it's just a quick up and down, innit? Job done. That's it. If they don't like it, they can iron it themselves, can't they? So, thank you, Mr. Lee Granston. I think that's what he's called. One of our channel members. Thanks for getting in touch. I don't know when Mr. Dawson's coming down again. I can go down and do a video on the waltzer. Nothing, I haven't heard nothing. I haven't heard nothing from Ian. Give us a message later if you watch us. That'll do for that. Right, so what we do now is for this, right, we chuck that like that. You know, I've got to sort everything out first, don't I? Get that iron like that, you see? Trouble because I've got to do both sides of it, that's the only fucking problem. See, my clothes and my daughter's clothes, I just iron one side. But my wife wants me to iron both sides. But then, the iron takes me twice as long. Right, so I just had I just messaged Andy this morning because it's really bright and sunny here today in Plymouth. And so I thought, oh yeah, nice day, go up to the boat, get things sorted up there. Yeah, I need to empty the boat, everything that's in the boat I'm going to chuck it, I'm going to take it tip. We went out B&Q, was it yesterday? I can't remember, yesterday or the day before. He wanted to get some bolts and that out B&Q, so I took him out there. And while I was out there, I added up for some 3.5mm ply and 5mm ply. Because on my boat, I want to put like a windscreen on the front and just like half a cabin. Not a full cabin, a half a cabin, just a little bit. Yeah, well maybe like a little triangle window or oval window in it or something like that. Because I've been told, right, if I go out in the boat and I'm on a wave comes over the boat, it can fill the boat up with water, then I've got to get there pumping it all out. But on the front of the boat, if I have a window on the front of the boat, like a windbreaker, when the waves come over, it'll hit that and disperse. And I won't get wet. So I thought, yes, that makes sense really, doesn't it? So, this might sound a bit crazy to you, but I was going to go and get 3.5mm ply or 5mm ply. You'll have to let me know what I should get. 3mm, 3.5mm or... But the trouble is, right, at B&Q, a half sheet of 3.5mm ply is £15. 5mm, one sheet that's 8 foot by 4 foot is £21. So really it's a no-brainer, isn't it, to get the 5mm, get a sheet of that. I'll be able to do the whole cabin, place it on top, and then I'm going to buy a large tub of margarine. You think to yourself, margarine? What the fuck do you want margarine for? I can paint the cabin that I want to do in margarine. Get it there, really get it leaking wet in margarine. Yeah? And then I'm going to put fiberglass all over it. Shape it how I want it, and then I'll resin it. Right? When it goes hard, I can pull all the plywood off. So the cabin is just made out of fiberglass and no wood inside. And then I can put, I can't remember what it's called now, the thick fiberglass, you know, the strength on it. Biaxial, whatever it's called, because to start with I'll use chop strand. I'll do about 3 or 4 layers of chop strand, and then I'll use the woven it's called, woven, whatever it's called. That put that on the top and the side, so that'll strengthen it, and then I'll put another 3 or 4 layers of chop strand all over it, and then I'll gel coat it then. job done. So, because like, you know, when you watch a video, the other video, go back on the other videos, I went and bought a steering console. Because my good mate Andy made me one. And I was going to put it on the right hand side of the boat, in front of the seat, then I could put the throttle and all that on it, the steering wheel, everything like that. But then somebody was selling one on Marketplace, like you see what I bought, the big one, with the windscreen and a chrome bar going around it, right? And he put it on there 50 quid. So I went out there and I bought it for 40 quid. Somebody on Marketplace is selling near enough the same one on there, but they want 200 quid for it. Nah, they ain't going to sell that, are they? But I've just bought one for 40 quid. So I put it home, took it out the back. I've took it all apart, give it a good clean. Yeah, I'm going to put my steering wheel on there, my throttle box can go on the side. But the only problem is, it doesn't fit on the right hand side now. It's too wide. So what I'm going to do is, I've got two boxes in the bow. I'm going to measure it, I'm going to cut them down the side, each side like that, and across the top, take that section out, and then I'll slide it down there, and then I'll fiberglass that in then, so then the steering wheel will be in the middle. But, now I've just found, somebody's selling a rib, right, with a trailer, engine on the back, push a button, start the engine, you sit in the middle, don't you? Yeah, on a little tiny rib, and you can go for it. Now I can go and buy one of them in Plymouth now, right? But then somebody somewhere else is selling the steering box, the steering wheel, and the bench seat to go in a rib. Yeah, free. I can go and get it. So I don't know what to do. I don't know whether to put my steering box in the middle, and I'll have my two seats either side, or get this rib console, stick it in the middle, you get the throttle, you get the steering cable, you get everything, right? Apart from two clocks, speedo clocks and temperature gauge and all that crap, but I wouldn't use that anyway. So, I don't know what to do. If I go down the rib console, I have to take my two seats out, which they are screwed into the metal floor I got, because my floor is made out of a 8-wheeler body. So I don't know what to do. I don't know whether to put my centre console in there, right? Yeah, I don't know whether to put the console I just bought, it'd have to go in the middle, or get this rib, because Andy come up with a good idea, right? If I got the rib centre console, I can put that in the centre of in the middle of the boat. Then the two seats I'll put them at the back of the boat, so somebody can sit either side. Yeah, and then I can sit in the middle. Because once I sit on that seat, when I go out on the boat, I won't be getting off it. I won't be standing up fishing or nothing. I gotta stay sitting down. So then that brings me on to another point. I've got, because I'm disabled, because I can't stand up, I need to stay sitting down. Really practical, the boat is not practical for me, right? So what I was going to do is, in the next couple of weeks, Andy's just done the electrics on my car so I can put my light board on it, so now I can put my boat in the water. I can take it out on the road. So thank you very much, Andy, for doing that yesterday. But so in the next couple of weeks, the boat will be going in the water. I just got to empty it and I'll do the steering. Now, ideally, for me, what I want to do is, I'm just having a drop of water. Right, yeah. Ideally, what I want to do is, I just need to get a boat big enough for me to go in. And I'll just fill in the iron up. Give the iron a drink of juice. Yeah, so ideally what I want is, I want a boat that I can just put in the water on my own, which I don't think I'll be able to do. Because if I go out in the boat, I need somebody to come with me. It don't matter if it's me and one of you lot want to go out for the day in a boat fishing, no problem. Mr. Bassman, he knows who he is. I want to take him out in a boat one day. Yeah? It doesn't matter if it's Andy, Cameron, Laura and Cameron go out in the boat for the day. That'd be ideal, wouldn't it, Cameron? Go out, do a bit of fishing, you know. But I've always got to go out with somebody. I can't go on my own, right? Because of the problems I got. So I dropped one. So, well, this is Mandy's. I've got to do this both sides now. Yeah, so a gorgeous day today. I thought, oh yeah, I got to the boat, I can empty it, go tip, so I can get the boat emptied. Yeah, I've got a Mariner 15 two-stroke outboard motor. I want 200 quid for it. If somebody come up and give me 200 quid, they can have it. All running, but I don't really need it, right? Because I've got a 35 Johnson on the back of my boat. Yeah, and people say, oh yeah, keep it for a spare engine in case you break. But then I've been told by people that the 15 is too big. Yeah, it'll get me back, but really, I only need like a 2 horse. Something just to slowly push me back into so I can get the boat back on the trailer. So I'm looking for a 2 horse, 2.5, maybe a 3 horse. But the 15 is a bit big for me really. So I've just had a message from somebody. They'll give me £50 for it on your bike. So then I changed the advert. I got it for 225. I'll take £200. If you're going to offer me anything, don't bother wasting my time messaging me. And then this bill comes back with, but if you change your mind, let me know. So I sent him a message this morning saying, you come down and give me £200, mate, you can have it. Not £50, £200. I said I'll even go up the boat and put a brand new gear shifter on, because mine snapped, and I've got a new one for it, so I could go up to my boat, put it on, and then I want $250 for it. But you know what people are like, don't you? Yeah, they want everybody wants everything for nothing. So if I don't sell the engine, I'll just bring it home and put it in the shed and it can sit there. But really what I would like is, I would like to get a boat, engine, on a trailer, right, on a trailer that I can just get in the boat, turn the key, push the button, engine starts, go. Because I personally, I cannot stand up next to an engine and pull it, try and start it. I can't do that. If I go out with somebody, yes, they could do it, but ideally for me, I like to get in a boat, sit down, turn the key, push the button, engine starts, go. So I went on YouTube, as you do, and I went to see how I can convert my engine from pull start to electric start. Oh, would you believe it? There was a bloke on there in America, got exactly the same engine, and he converted it to ideal, right? So, shut up. Iron's talking to me, telling me to hurry up. You lift the carolyn off. There's a triangle metal bracket on there. You got to take that off. Then you got to buy a starter motor on the bracket. Fit that in its place. And then there's a square solenoid that goes with it. So then you got a red lead from the motor, goes straight to the battery. The earth wire goes on there, yeah, and then you could have one to the battery as well. The solenoid, now if I remember it right, on the switch you got a red wire going to the solenoid, a red wire going to the switch, and that goes to the other side of the solenoid, and the other red one goes to the battery. That's how I think. I'll have to watch it again to make sure. So I bought a switch, and what they've done is they've got one of those pointy drill bits that you can do the different depths. So I bought one of them. So then on the side of the engine, you drill a hole in it, you put the switch in it, they hooked it all up to a battery. Fuck me, they pushed a button and the engine started. So I drove from Plymouth to Bridport and bought a starter motor. I've got everything, the whole lot. Ideal. Right, so I need to go up the boat and put that in. I bought 2 switches, but I think they're too small. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a lead from the engine to the steering box, and I'll put the switch in the steering box. So when I get in the, right, but I ain't got no key or nothing on the throttle box, so because my throttle box, I got 2 levers. I got a red and I got a black. So the red, you put it in forward, and then you use the black one as the throttle. Put the red one back this way, then you got reverse on the throttle. So you got 2 levers. I don't like that. I just want the one lever, so you put it forward, then go. Yeah, with a key start and a push button and all that on it. That's what I want. People selling them on Marketplace, 150 fucking quid for it. So, sorry about my language again. I'll have to cut all this out, so I'll have to do some editing. Yeah, so they want 150 quid. Another bloke's got one on there, £85. It's only a box. I don't understand. I can't see. People think, oh yeah, because it's Yamaha, and, you know, and all this, right? They think it's worth thousands. See, I don't mind travelling to go get something that you want. Because if you message somebody and they say, oh, will you post it? Yeah, I'll post it. You pay them the postage, you don't get it. And now I've been stung like that before. There was a guy up, I don't know where he is now. I'll buy, I don't know, can't remember where it's called, but it was like 400 miles away from me. It was a marine radio and the aerial. Right? So he wanted £50 for the radio and the aerial, and £10 postage. So I paid him. He goes, right mate, I've sent the radio, but they want £30 extra to send the aerial. I thought, £30 extra? So I've waited about 4 months for this radio to come. Still ain't got it to this day. So I rang my bank up, explained it to them, they gave me my money back. So I don't ask people if they'll post anymore. And I can see why a lot of people is a bit nervous when they ask people if they would post it. But I don't mind driving 200 miles to go get something that I want. I drove from Plymouth to Bridport to get the motor. So that's another job I got to do. There's some chip bits on the bottom of the boat, on the side of the boat, like the gel coats come off and stuff like that, and there's a few nicks and dings in it. So I've got this marine filler with the hardener. You put it on, rub it down, you don't have to gel coat it. I got where the left hand wheel is, I've got a roller there, but the roller, on the old roller, I put a little tiny hole in the boat. Of course, when we put the new floor in the boat, you could see the hole. So I put about this much, right, of fiberglass inside, about 4 layers of fiberglass. Right, we put new stringers in, fiberglassed them. I put plywood on top of that, and then I put the side of the metal side of an 8-wheeler or lorry on top of that, and then fiberglassed the fucking lot. So I'm swearing again, so I need to cut this lot out. Right, so then what I need to do is, right, and then I bought 2 little black towers like that, 2 square slidey circular things for the seat. I bought the 2 boat seats, 40 quid for the pair. Bloke come and brought them to my door. Pardon me. Right. So Andy's bolted to the swivels to the seat, and then he bolted it to the stems. We've put that down. We screwed them into the metal floor. And then the square base on them are fiberglassed over that, so they ain't going to come out. So that's the 2 seats in. We put the steering console in. Andy made a nice little steering console, put that in, wired all the nav lights in that up together and all that, and all I had to do was fiberglass it. So I went to the fiberglass, is it the fiberglass supply place in Plymouth? Brilliant shop. If you're in Plymouth, you need any fiberglass and stuff, go there. They're at Catdown. And you can go in there and have a laugh and a joke with the boss. So he told me to give him the measurements, what I needed, and then he would sort me out. So I bought 5 kilos, no, 5 kilos of resin, and you get the hardener, the NPK, whatever it's called, the hardener with it. I bought a kilogram can of gel coat with the hardener, and I bought a roll of chopped strand. I think it was 450, something like that, or is it 600 chopped strand? And I think that come to, hang on, that come to about £80. Oh, ideal. Add that. But now, because I went out and bought a steering console, I don't need to use the, I've got no use now for the fiberglass and the resin. So now, I can use that to put that half of the cabin on that I want to build. Now, somebody on Marketplace has got a boat like mine. I've got a 14-foot CJR, but I've cut the cabin off. Because if I sit in the cabin, I have to sit like that, so it won't high enough. So if I build a cabin, I can make it a bit higher, so I can sit down in there, have a cup of coffee if it rains. Job done, ideal. But somebody said there's one on there free. Come and collect it, everything, right? So then I put myself away. But you got to bring your own trailer. So I thought, So I could take my boat off the trailer, go get it. I could cut the cabin off it, stick it back on mine, because the one free needs, it needs everything. It's not worth doing it, right? So then I'm left with a boat like mine. So I was going to cut it up, chuck it in the back of my car, take it tip. And then I've got a cabin back on my boat again then. Or do I just leave it as it is? If I leave it as it is, and I put a half cabin on that I want to do, so if you look at it, it's going to cost me £21 for 5mm of plywood, right? 5mm of plywood, cut it, measure it, cut it, do it how I want to do it. And then I've got the fiberglass and resin to resin it, fiberglass it, and do everything I want with it then, and I can do it my way. So, drop a message in the comments. Yeah, like I keep saying, with the Ark, I just got to wait and see if Scotty gets banned from driving or not. Yeah, Scotty don't get banned, and then the Ark will be coming out of the yard, getting built up, getting the test man down here. But if he gets a 12-month ban, then it'll just sit in the yard for 12 months. It'll just sit there for 12 months, and then once his ban's up, then we can start cracking on it again. But as far as I know, it's still up for sale. If he doesn't get banned, then the Ark will not be for sale. But we can't justify keeping it in the yard for 12 months and paying rent on it, and it just sits there. But I don't know if you was listening to what Scotty said on one of the videos, is that he's going to get rid of the Arctic unit and buy 2 box trucks, and then the Ark are packing 2 box trucks. And then he'll buy another Scanie, yeah. Then he'll be able to drive the Scanie, because he's got a licence to drive the Scanie. I think he's got a C1 licence, yeah, or HGV class 3. So he can drive the Scanie, pull the 2 box trucks, and then behind the box truck, he can tow the centre. No brainer that is, isn't it? He can take it all in one load. Job done. This is my wife's night top, so I've got to do both sides, and I've got to do it properly. She's just put washing on and all that, so put washing out this morning, put washing on. Yeah, that'll do, fuck it. Yeah. So she's just got her bedding in the washing machine now, so when that stops, I have to put that out. So, and then I can sit on my computer all day. I normally sit on Facebook Marketplace, but another thing is, right, there's a nice throttle box that I want, with the cables, with the key and everything, but it's in Portsmouth. Now I don't mind driving from Plymouth to Portsmouth to get that, yeah. Because if it costs me, well, I don't know, if it costs me say 20-30 quid in diesel to go get it, then that's what I should do. Because I think the bloke's selling one for £85. Now I've saved it and I've been watching it for weeks, and he's not dropping the price. So I'm going to make an offer, but if I make an offer and he accepts it, time I pay my diesel in that, it might work out better for me to go get one closer to home, a bit dearer. But I could kick myself really, because I had a Yamaha one, a manual one, and I sold it. But because I've already got one with my Johnson engine, do I just save the time and money and just use the one I've got? Comment below. Shit, I'll do the other side. No, can't remember. Sorry if I'm not talking, I need to crack on with this ironing. I should go and get my phone really, shouldn't I, and do a TikTok video while I'm doing this. Yeah, I just bought 2 new solar panels. I've got 2 12-volt batteries. I want one for the lights and everything like that, the bilge pump and all that. And I want one for the engine. Well, funny enough, I had one engine and that went in the console, and I was going to run the engine wires, the 12-volt to that. Right, the solar panels would trickle charge the battery to keep that 12 up to 12 to 13 volts so it can start the engine all the time. But then I went out and bought another one for something else, and I've got that one up in the boat now. My daughter in her car has just bought a new battery, so I've got 3 batteries. I've got a little one and I've got 2 big ones. So I thought, I'll put one underneath the back of the boat for the engine, the fuel tank beside it, and then I can have one underneath the console, and all the wires and all that can go on it for the lights, the nav lights and everything like that, for the fish finder and all that. So, but I think one battery would be alright for everything, but then I've got to run wires and that all over the boat. Yeah, so that's my wife's pile, this is my daughter's pile. Don't know why. Laura, I'm doing your ironing again. And Cameron, doing your ironing as well. But the only problem, Cameron, is Laura won't do ironing. She'd rather walk around with everything creased up and all that. If she don't iron it, I got to. Or Mandy's got to. I said to Laura, so what are you going to do with your ironing? Oh, I'd just buy that stuff that you put in the machine that takes all the creases out. Well, that ain't going to work. You still need a fresh iron all over it to get all the creases and all that out properly. But Laura says the ironing stresses her out, Cameron, so if you need anything iron, Cameron, I think it's best to do it yourself. But then if you can't iron, bloody learn, like we all had to. Not hard. Put your clothes down straight and just run an iron over it so it takes all the creases out. Job done, isn't it? Easy, isn't it? But if not, me and Mandy will do it, because we do your washing and Laura's washing. So, how's Bruce today? Is he alright? Still getting bigger? Oh, here we go on the dreaded leggings now. Mandy's got loads, Laura's got loads. But Mandy's got to put them in separate piles for me, because I mixes them up. I don't know who to do. Because Laura wears all Mandy's clothes. And Mandy wears Laura's clothes. I've got another story to tell you in a minute. I went on a TikTok shop. Scrolling through it as you do. And I seen this box, Milwaukee. And it had multi-tool in it. All the cutting stuff, all the sanding stuff, everything. £16. I thought, that's got to be a copy. For £16 Milwaukee, that is something's wrong with that. So I thought, Then I read underneath, right, all the tools and accessories do not come with it. So I thought, well, 16 quid for an empty box, right? I thought, right, I'll have that. I can put my multi-tool in it, yeah, and all the bits in it like they had in the picture. I'll have that. £16 free postage. Add that. A week later, I got it in the post, right? I didn't even get the box. The red Milwaukee box, right? what they've done is, right, is they've 3D printed, right, the black containers that you put the bits and all that in, that slides in the box. Yeah? I sent it right back. Got my money back. Yeah? What a con. Yeah? And another thing is, right, I bought one of those copy Matika leaf blowers. Yeah? 2 batteries, charger, £9. Boom, add that. Right? I got it the other day. It's that powerful. It is. Bang on it is. I would buy another one at that price. It is brilliant. I love it. Yeah? Really powerful and everything. Right? And now everybody keeps banging on about these paint sprayers. With the batteries and all that, and they were like 9, 10, 11, 12, 20, 25, 30 quid they are, right? All depends where you get one from, right? And then the blue one is a copy, right, from Milwaukee. The red one is a copy, no, sorry, the blue one is Matika. The red one is Milwaukee, and the yellow one is DeWalt. Somebody was selling a yellow one on there, right? You get everything with it apart from the battery and the charger. So I thought, well, I don't need that because I've got Matika batteries and the 2 batteries I got from the leaf blower and the charger, right? And they wanted like, I think $18.99 for it without the battery. So I thought, So then I jumped over on eBay and I found exactly the same one on there with batteries and charger, £12. I had that. So instead of my wife going out in the garden getting her paint and she's there like this all day painting the fence, and then she gets to the last panel and she gives up and then she does it the next morning. With the paint sprayer she can just go whoo, all the way along there. 10 minutes, job done. Yeah? And then all she got to do is come in, have a cup of tea, wait for the fence to dry, go out, do it another coat. So she can do like 2 or 3 coats in one day. Now, when we moved into this house, in the garden was like that. So I levelled it like that. So we got a top patio, we've had some steps made going down into the bottom garden, and I've had it slabbed. So we got a patio up here and a patio down the bottom. We've got the barbecue this end, the gazebo this end with the furniture and all that. But all the crap in the garden that we had to level out, I put a flower bed here, then I put another wall in here, and then next door I put another wall there. I put all the crap and all that in there, then put topsoil on it, so she's got a flower bed. So when she goes out there and paints the gable wall at the end that belongs to the side of the house, she paints that white, and then she does the walls and the steps, right? And she's there, sitting there, going like this, painting it, but now she can just sit there and go like that. Job done. I've just made my wife's life easier. There you go, so. But on TikTok, those leaf blowers, yeah, I would recommend getting one of those because they are powerful. Yeah, but they only come with a 3 amp battery, 3 milliamp hour battery, which, in my view, because it's only it's a cheap battery. I've got a 6 amp hour Matika battery. I put that bloody house to war again, sorry. I put that on. Oh my god, it is even more powerful with a decent battery on there, so I would recommend getting a decent battery to put on it. But for all the leaves that come down outside the house, because it's all trees outside where we live, and so when all the leaves fall off the trees, We have to go outside the front door and sweep and there's piles of them up there. Now we can just go like that and blow them all down the communal steps here, so there's nothing outside our front door. Right, got a problem with my car. Right, I've got a couple of things wrong with my car, right? Just do this and I'll explain. My car keeps going into limp mode. So, I've got a cheap OB2 sensor reader, plugged it in, it's come up with overspeed, engine overspeed. I drive my car, it comes up, engine malfunction, then goes into limp mode. So I have to pull over, turn the engine off, start the engine, nothing wrong with it. But my engine management light is on. So gets on, plugs it in, engine overspeed. Clears the code, engine management light goes off. But the problem is still there. So I went in home, I googled it, and it turned around and said it will be the crank sensor. So I went on eBay and I bought one. Put it in my car, it lasted 1 day. So I went to the garage I normally go to, because if I buy the part, they'll fit it and do it a bit cheaper. So they said, the guy said to me, plugged it in and it come up, engine overspeed. He said, it's your crank sensor. I said, well that's funny because I've just put a new one in there. Well, that's what it is, he said. He goes, where'd you get it? I said, shit mate. Nah. If you're going to buy anything for the engine, always buy a good make or the genuine part. He goes, they buy everything from Scoosy's, Alan Scoot. He said, go down there, right, they'll sell you a decent one. I went down there, I've got a Lucas make one, a good make one, £15. Went back to the garage, right? I said, can you do me an engine oil and filter change? But I've got the filter. Yeah, that's alright, we'll supply the oil and all that. 90 quid. Alright. And can you fit the new crank sensor? Yeah, that's alright, not a problem. Goes in there. 8:30 in the morning I had to be there. So I goes there. Hour later, they've done the engine oil change, put the new filter in, and done the crank sensor. Right, so I said, right dear, payment time. Right, just get your mileage off the car. 147,000 my car's on now. I've been to Leicester and back twice to see my mate Andrew. Right, I go up there, have a coffee, drive home. I've done that twice. So anyway, get back to the story. So altogether, they charged me £75 plus £15 VAT, £90. So for the engine and oil change and filter, she quoted me 90 quid. So that means to say they put the crank sensor in for nothing. Ideal. Drove home, nothing wrong with the car, no codes, nothing. Went Andy's yesterday, picked Andy up, we went to Solcombe. Because Blowcott Marketplace, he was getting rid of a bench seat for a boat that you just got a fiberglass in, but it had the chrome bar going across the top of it. I thought, for nothing I'll have that, and it was the same guy I bought the console off. So we went all the way to Solcombe, got it, we went off the boat, I dropped Andy home, right, it come up engine malfunction, engine problem, car went into limp mode again. So I stopped the car, turned the engine off, count to 5, turned the engine back on, because mine's push button, I ain't got a key. Push the button, car starts up fine, I drives home, pulls up outside, plugs it in, and guess what it come up with? Yeah, you've guessed it right. Yeah, crank sensor, engine overspeed. I thought, well, he's told me to buy a decent part, a good name one, and put in there. But it keeps going into limp mode again. So, but when you Google it, the first thing it comes up with is driver. How the car is being driven, too aggressive. Now I am a bit aggressive driver, you know, I do like to put my foot down. So I thought, so my wife turned around and said to me, look, just drive the car normal. Just stick to the speed limits, right? And just drive normal. So I went up to the car, I cleared the codes, engine management light went off, checked it again, no codes found. Right, engine was alright. I drove over Andy's, normal. He wired my toolbar hitch electrics up. I drove all the way home again, and the car was fine. No limp mode, no engine code. I plugged it in when I got home. Nothing. No engine codes and nothing. So I think the problem with the car is me. So I think I'll have to start driving it normal now, innit? Because it's a 2 litre automatic. And yes, I know what everybody's going to say, it is a power shift. But everybody knocks the power shift. They say, oh, the power shift's this and it don't work and it's crap and all that. I've had my car 3 years, right? Last year, we was up Bridgewater with Scotty, cleaning up on a Sunday. In the afternoon, I drove home and I lost second and third gear. So I went out and bought transmission fluid, filter. We went round to Cameron's place, we changed the oil, and we haven't put the filter in yet. But we've changed the transmission fluid, topped it back right up with new transmission fuel, gone through the gearbox, yeah, to get the oil going through and all that. Nothing wrong with it. It runs sweet as a nut, it changes gear lovely. Yeah, so if anybody turns around and says they're selling their car because the gearbox is yeah, that's all it is. Yeah, I've been in the car, transmission malfunction, can't even get it into gear. So I thought, oh shit, car's had it now. So plugged it in and it come with solenoid 1 and solenoid 2 is stuck open. Like, I'll do a transmission fluid on it, change the oil in the gearbox, topped it up, sweet as a nut. Yeah, I've turned the car on, I've let the car run for 5 minutes, it let me select all the gears. So I'll put it in reverse 20 seconds, neutral 20 seconds, drive 20 seconds, over to sport 20 seconds, plus through the gearbox, minus, down back through the gearbox, back to park, turned the engine off, went in home, come back up, went back up to the car, push a button, engine start, selected drive, and I drove away and it was sweet as a nut. Nothing wrong with it at all. So everybody that says do not buy a power shift, yeah, they don't know nothing about power shift gearboxes. If you got a problem with a power shift gearbox, change the gearbox oil. In my book, it tells me I need to do a service on the gearbox every 37,000 miles. I do one on the gearbox every time the gearbox messes up. I had my car 2.5 years, nothing wrong with the gearbox. Done the gearbox oil changing it, nothing wrong with the gearbox. Runs sweet as a nut. Where it said gearbox solenoid 1 and 2 was stuck open, I plugged the gearbox in after, no codes found, nothing wrong with the gearbox. If you're going to buy a car with a power shift gearbox, automatic, I would recommend getting it. All these people turn around and say, oh, don't buy one, you have not got a clue about them. See, because before I bought my car, I was looking for a van. A big one, small one, don't matter. As long as it's got a toolbar on the back, well, I don't need to have a toolbar because I'll just go and buy one and fit it myself. As long as I've got a toolbar on the back, right, that I can tool my boat, and then I'll make a fold down bed in it so I can do a bit of like car camping in it. I'm going to go car camping start next week, so that should be alright, shouldn't it? I just need to get some black material to make the blackout windows for the side. I've got everything else. There's a girl called, I can't remember what she's called now, Eleanor Grace. She does car camping. She's just bought a Disco 3. Lovely car, I was going to buy one of them, but well, they got a lot of problems with them, with the airlift and all that, so I didn't bother. But she's just bought one, and she's just made her bed in it and all that. The bed that she uses, I've got one in my car, right? I was going to build the wooden frame for it to go on, but then I thought to myself, well, all I want to do is open the back of my car. I've got a tarp. I'm going to put the tarp right across, let it hang down. I've got 2 poles that you put together so it can hold it up like that. I've got my table, my chair, my cooker, and I've got one of those wood stoves with a chimney, like for a hot tent. So I've got one of them, yeah, so I can go out and use that. But I just need to go and get a roll of black material, glue it to the silver stuff I've got, and I can use it for my blackout windows. Now, Eleanor Grace, she's got a pair of curtains behind her back seat with a pole. And it's got the eyelids on the eyes on the curtain, right, that the pole goes through, and they are black. And then you get this Velcro that stick to the side pillars of the car. On each end of the curtain, she's got pop studs. So when you close your curtain, you can pop stud it so it joins it, and then the Velcro goes to the side, so it completely blacks it out. So I sent her an email where she got them from. She got back to me and she goes, she got them on Amazon. Went on Amazon, £30. I bought them. Straight away. No questions asked. I bought that, got that. So I've got my bed, I've got everything to go car camping now. I've got a couple of sleeping bags, but my wife turned around and said, because it's winter time, yeah, I might as well take my quilt and pillows. So I'm going to take my quilt and pillows with me. So that's what I'm going to do. So next week, or should I say, yeah, probably Monday, I'm going to go to the range, and they do black material on a row, and I think it's £2.75 a metre. So I reckon if I get 3 metres, yeah, I just got to do my back windows both sides. Oh no, hang on, because I've got a 7-seater, there's 2 little triangle windows up on the side, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 windows to do in the back, and my back window. So what's happening is, me and Andy's going to go out the range and get that, and then we're going to come home, and then Andy said he'll give me a hand to make them. Then probably on the Tuesday or the Wednesday, I'm gonna go and do a car camp. Now, on Ellie's one of her videos, her car was in the garage. Her Disco 3 was in the garage. Having a new diesel tank put in, right? So she had to borrow her mum's car, right? And her mum's got a little white Corsa. So, because she lives in Plymouth, right? She lives up the road from me, really, but she don't know that. But she went to this car park. So, me and Andy went to this car park. So while we was there, I made a coffee. I got me cooker and all that out and my coffees. And I made a coffee. We got down there about 5 o'clock. Bit late really, but we got down there. And there was about 4 or 5 cars in the car park. So I went right down the end, because we needed to go to the toilet. Well, Andy did. I waited till I got home. Right. So I made a coffee. And it was pitch black. You could not see a thing down there. It was pitch black. You couldn't even see the railway line. And all that, and like where the car park is, then you got a path that goes like that, takes you back down to where Andy's lunchbox is. So if you know where it is, you know where it is, this car park. Not going to tell you where it is. So anyway. So I thought, ideal. That was a good place to go, I tell you, if I'm going to do a car camp. So I'm going to go down there one day and do one down there. Because if you walk back up to the railway bridge, to the entrance to the car park, trust me, you can't see the car park. It's that dark down there. There's no street lights or nothing down there. So I thought to myself, because I've got black tinted windows in the car, I thought, ideal. I could go down there now and do an overnight. But the only problem you got is, if you got somebody riding on the cycle path down there on their bike, I'm in the car and I've got my light on in the back. They're going to see right through the car because they've got tinted windows. But if you've got a light on in the car, you can see in the car from a distance. That's why people put up blackout windows. So I thought, well, I'll have to wait till I get my blackout windows. If anybody in Plymouth who watches my videos, if they know anywhere where I can go car camping in Plymouth, or surrounding areas, let me know and I'll go and do a video there. But Eleanor, she went to this campsite and it's in the woods. So I messaged her where it was. She told me and Andy went there and had a look. Wow, I tell you what. You can go anywhere you want in the woods. There's all parking bays in the woods. They tell you not to park on the grass. So you park in the driving bay, right? You can put your caravan, camper there, car camp, tent, anything, right? And they got fire pits there. Really, it's just a lorry wheel, yeah, that you can put your wood in and then you can have a fire there. Ideal. So I might go there for my first one. And it's open all year round. They got toilets and showers and that there. They got washing up bay there, a cooking bay there, a kitchen. And you can use all of it. They got electric hookup, which is extra mine, but I don't need electric hookup no more. Because as everybody's aware, I've got sleep apnea. Not no more, it's gone. I got rid of that. So now I don't sleep with the machine. So I don't need electric no more. But then when in the summer, when me and my wife goes camping, we have electric, you know, for lights. She likes to use a toaster and a kettle. you know what women are like. They like the finer things in life, don't they? So, yeah, we have electric, yeah, you know, electric lights, electric kettle, electric to charge our phone up with, and my tablet so she can play her Candy Crush or Ludo as she plays on it and that. Pass his time away. But even if you go camping at a campsite and you just stay on the campsite and you don't go out nowhere, it's a different scenery, isn't it? You're not stuck in your own house looking to go, fuck me, I get a bit boring and depressing this is. Go camping for a couple of nights. Go wild camping for a couple of nights, but leave no trace. Yeah? But really, people say to me, oh, go Dartmoor and all that. Yeah, it's alright going Dartmoor, you can park in the car park. Oh, I can't walk that far. So what's the point? Now, if I had a 4x4, on Dartmoor there's 4x4 places you can go to car camp. But you can only get in it with a 4x4. So, that brings me on to another thing. I watched a guy on YouTube called Kent Survival. Andy he's called. He's got a Nissan Navara, but it's not the pickup type. It's the older type with the back seats in it. That you can fold down and you can car camp in it. I won't mind getting one of them. But the only thing is that they're like 3 litre. Might make me go faster, wouldn't it? 3 litre. But the only problem I've got is I've seen some nice ones of them, but that means to say I would have to sell my car first, whatever I get from my car, and then I'll have to put money towards it to get one of them. Now if I've got one of them, I'll go anywhere. I'll go on the moors, I'll go on the tours, yeah, doing overnight, tipping the car camp and all that, but so really Dartmoor is out the way. But the only thing is, Dartmoor is like a 20-minute drive for me. Up the road it is. But if you go to a car park on Dartmoor, you're not allowed to camp. Because they got a picture of a tent up with a line through it saying no camping. But then I thought to myself, well, I'm not camping, am I? I'm parked in a car park. But then if the National Trust comes and catches you, they'll probably just, well, if you're dead quiet, you got your blackout windows up so they can't see in the car, you might get away with it. Because I know on one of Eleanor's videos, she's done a overnight on Dartmouth in her car, in her 4x4 she's got, and I think she says on it, I hope a ranger don't knock on the door and ask her to move. But she was alright, nobody come, yeah? So I thought, well, I've only got to try it and I give it a go. Somebody tells me to go, I have to go, won't I? But you go down this car park where it gets pitch black and there's no signs up saying no camping and nothing like that, so I thought, hey up, give it a try. If you like it, give it a try. Give it a try, don't be shy, give it a try. So, there's a couple of places I can go. Now, I don't mind going into the woods. If I could drive into a set of woods, I'll do camping there. But if I can't, I can't. Because I've looked at some woods and all that around where I live, right? So I thought, right, I'll go there and check it out. You get down there and there's a gate there, so I can't go in there. But then if you've got the owner's permission, they might leave the gate open for you, so when you get there, you just drive in there and shut the gate behind you. But then again, they might want 50 quid. But then again, it's 50 quid for a night. But then if I get more views, then 50 quid is 50 quid, isn't it? So, oh, that's like, oh God, I need to put some more water in this. This kettle's drunk on me water. Oh, sorry, it's not a kettle, is it? It's an iron. Thirsty bugger, isn't it? God, I need a pee. Oh, washing machine's finished, so I might have to go check the washing. If that's dry out there, that means to say I'm going to have to pick it in and iron it. Nah, I'll do that another day. But then again, it's not much out there. It's more like hoodies, the thick stuff. But if it's damp, I'll pick it in, because my wife will put it over the radiators. But because she's put her bedding out, then really that needs to go out to dry. That'll be out all day then. And then we get sunshine out the back all day. All morning, all day. Come 4 o'clock, it starts moving around to the front of the house. So about 3:30, I'll pick all the washing in. To me, everything feels dry to me. To my wife, it feels wet and damp. And then she chucks it all in the tumble dryer then, just to give it an air off before she can go and make her bed. So her bedding is important. So it's about to do both sides of this, and a t-shirt, don't know whose it is, don't know if it's Laura's or Cameron's. Don't think it's Bruno's. He's a weird one, he is, Bruno. Bruce. You're weird. He's afraid of everything, he's afraid of the water. Oh, sorry, I'm on about a dog. Cameron's dog, Bruno. He's a big dog. But he's still a puppy-o. But when my daughter comes round the house and brings the dog, brings Bruce, they sit in the kitchen. But Mandy's got fond of Bruce now. He's been promoted to the front room. So Cameron, when you watch this video, because I know you watch my videos, when you watch this video, I am doing your tracky bottoms now, okay? Do both sides of them, get all the creases out for you. And the other side now. Yeah, I'll even steam them for you. Just for you. Give them loads of steam, get it all out. There you go, bud. Alright, Cameron, there you go. There you go, all done for you. God, got a long way to go yet. I'm doing mine now. Both sides. When me and Andy go out in the car, I said to Andy, because he only lives up just across the road over here from me, I said to him, anytime you want to go anywhere, you want to go B&Q or anything like that, in town or anywhere, give me a shout, I'll take you out there. Because he's a mate, he does a lot of things for me. Yeah, so I'll do a lot of things for him. I do appreciate everything he does for me. I know what you're thinking, Andy. You've done the electrics on my car and you think, oh fuck me. Yeah, but when I next got to the boat, I'm going to plug in the light board. If the brake lights work, indicators work, everything's fine, works fine, Andy, I'll pay you then. I would have paid you yesterday, but I didn't have nothing on me. Because the reason why I take my wallet everywhere I go, there's one, I've got my bank card in it, and one, I've got my driving licence in it. In case I get stopped, I can produce my licence. But I don't normally carry cash with me. Yeah, because it's all, I've got all my money's in the bank. And 9 times out of 10 these days, everybody pays by card. So, bloody hell, fudging hell. This is Cameron's, this is, right? I've got to turn the bloody iron down now. Else I'll burn an hole in it. So I'm turning it down, alright, Cameron? So let that iron cool down a minute and I'll have a drink. We don't want to burn a hole in your clothes, do we, Cameron? So, let's have a look. Oh yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's all enough, that'll do. I'll do both sides, Cameron, alright? Now you might find creases in it still, but I've done it and I don't care. Once I've done it and it goes in that ironing pile, it's done. If you find creases in it, do it yourself next time. That's what I'll say to people. Don't like it, do it yourself. I don't have to do your ironing, but since I like you, and you're a good lad, I'll do it for you. So let's do the other side. I'll do the collar last so I can fold it all down, turn the iron up. Well, no, I can't turn the iron up, I'll burn it. See, this is why Mandy don't like me ironing, because I used to burn everything. That's hot. Right. Oh yeah, I've got eye in the back yet, and I. Twat. Dickhead. Moron. There you go, bye. Now, I'll turn it over. Now, you can see your collar line going along there. So what I'll do is I'll fold that down to the collar line, t-shirt. Right, there's the collar line like that. So I'll put everything, put the button together. There's the collar line, and I'll press that down. There you go. And the collar stays down then. If you turn around and say this is not yours and it's Laura's, I won't be ironing it again. I'll be only doing one side. I'll take this as Laura's. Adidas. Come on, what does Adidas stand for? Comment below what you reckon Adidas stands for. Or should I just tell you? All day I dream about sex. Or a dirty Indian doing a shit. That's what Adidas stands for. I think the first one sounds better, doesn't it? All day I dream about sex. Adidas. Or if you know what Adidas stands for, comment below, tell me. I'll tell you what, I'm thankful and grateful, and I do appreciate everybody that watches my shit videos. And for the people that watches my videos to the end, because at the end of the video I do all my shout outs saying thank everybody and all that for everything they've done and all that. I'll say your names and all of that, but that's at the end of the video. So if you want to shout out, you'll have to watch it to the end. Turn the iron back up. I wonder what my wife's got for dinner today up her mother's. They used to have Hunter's chicken, but then they'll have chippy, or they'll have a roast dinner, or they'll have gammon, egg and chips. And they always have a pudding after, or afters they have, always. It's either cheesecake, something in custard, apple pie, oh god, cheesecakes, trifle, raspberry trifle, strawberry trifle. Now I'm not a lover of strawberries. I like raspberries. Anything with raspberry in it I'll eat. I used to make raspberry wine. I used to make wine all the time. I know how to make a good wine. Dry, medium, sweet, red or white. One year, me and my cousin Ian, we went out on the moors, and you get, they got a row of blossom trees. Now, there's two seasons of May blossom trees. May blossom trees is white, but at the end of the year, they're pink. So what does that tell you? At the beginning of the year you make white wine, at the end of the year you make red wine, or rosé. And it's a lot easier than what people think. Now I can make a gallon of wine cheaper than you would buy one bottle in a shop. Around about 12 to 15% alcohol strength. I've got a bottle in the shed, I got a bottle of red in the shed. It must have been in there about 10 years. Because I've been living in this house 26 years I've been living in this house. And it's I won't tell you who owns the house. Well, it belongs to an housing association, so you know what that's like, cheap rent, cheap everything, innit? What my son pays for a mortgage, you could rent 2 of these houses a month. Yeah, so a bottle of wine, white wine, you get the rose petals, you wash them, and then I normally bring them to the boil, simmer them. Yeah, I normally simmer them for 10 minutes to extract all everything that's in them, you know, all that juice out of them, whatever. And then I get a demijohn, a glass demijohn, not the plastic bottles they use these days. A glass demijohn, put a funnel in it with a bit of muslin, pour all the liquid from the saucepan. So you collect all the leaves and all that, all the petals and all that. Chuck that away. Top it up to the neck. The neck comes down like that and then it goes down. So on the neck, do a little line, fill that air up with cold water. Give it a good shake so you're mixing everything. Right? Hang on, I just made a mistake here. Right? Before you put the cold water in, go to the shop and buy a bag of sugar, a kilo of sugar. Pour that in the demijohn. Right? Then top it up to the neck with water after the sugar is dissolved. Right? You could buy a packet of, what's it called? It's yeast, but it's all general purpose yeast. Right? Or you can go to the wine shop and buy a packet of wine yeast, sparkling wine yeast, whatever you want. But I normally put a teaspoon of yeast in it, general purpose yeast. Right? Put a cork on the top, a rubber bung on the top with an airlock. Fill the airlock up with water halfway. Then just put it in a warm place and it'll go blub blub, blub blub, blub blub, blub blub, blub blub for about a week. I used to have them all going up the stairs on every step in the air and come out. I used to have them everywhere. I've made pear wine, apple wine, I've made cider, you name it, I made it. Dandelion wine, God, that is strong as hell, that is dandelion wine. One glass and you're way. But anyway, so after about a week, it'll stop bubbling and the water will go back to level like that. Right? Now, you get yourself another demijohn, an empty clean one, sterilised one. You get a pipe with a cup on the bottom and that sits on top of the sediment. Right? So then you siphon all the wine into another demijohn. It doesn't matter if it's cloudy, you put the airlock back on the one that you siphoned out because you'll have about that much crap at the bottom. You'll have about that much crap as a sediment on the bottom. So you chuck that away, wash your demijohn out, sterilise it, ready for the next one. So the one that all the wine you siphoned in there, right? You put your airlock back on the top, put it in a warm place, and then you just wait. And about after a week, it'll go crystal clear. Yeah, like you look, it'll go like that, crystal clear that I can see you. Where's the camera? See me. There's the camera. So it'll go crystal clear so you can see through it. Once it goes clear, bottle it. Right? Fill your bottles up, about that much away from the top, bottle it. The longer you leave it in the bottles, the better it'll be. And now you've got 6 bottles of wine for what? A couple of quid? Yeah? So, and then you go in there, if you make like pear wine, or another one, banana wine. Right, you think, oh, banana wine? But yeah, you make a white wine, get a bunch of bananas, mash them up in a saucepan, fill that up with water, boil them, do the same. Pour it all in, your sugar, your water, your yeast, airlock on top, leave it to ferment. Ferments, take it out, put in a demijohn, airlock on top, leave it to go clear. Once it's gone clear, bottle it. 6 bottles of banana wine. Right on the label, banana wine and the date. Yeah, if you leave it there for 10 years, oh, that's going to be worth the money. But when you pour it out, you'll have a nice clear white wine. Drink it, taste the bananas. Yeah, you do it with anything. All you need is sugar and the general purpose yeast. Yeah, so it's not hard to make wine. Yeah, I would go out and show you, but then I'll have to edit this video and. But I've got a bottle of wine in there, it's been in there donkey's years, and it is dry as hell. Really dry it is. If you want to make it like medium, if you make wine and it comes out and it's a bit dry, just dissolve a little bit of sugar, right, in a jug, dissolve it, let it go cool, pour that into the bottle and then leave it, and that'll bring it to a medium. If you put about a bit more sugar in it, put it in a bottle, leave it for a few weeks, it'll be a sweet wine. So it all depends what you like in it. The more sugar you put in it, the sweeter it's going to be. But 9 times out of 10 I just use a bag of sugar. Right. I also, oh, nobody's looking, are they? I also can make spirits. I used to make a lot of peach schnapps and whiskey, moonshine. Because out in the cupboard I've got a still. Shh, don't tell everybody. Don't tell everybody. But I don't make it no more. You got to make your mash up, yeah, of whatever, yeah. And then you got to strain the mash off into another bucket. Then you got a bottle of washing, bottle of mash or wash, yeah. You put that in your still, yeah. Put a container underneath the tap, and it'll drip, 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 drip. And it comes out, right? So if I had a jug full like this, if that was pure ethanol it is, right? You taste it, it's like, I would say like 140 proof, right? So to get it down to 40%, you top it up with water. And that brings it down then. And then you can drink it as it is, or you can go and buy, I think it's a bottle of essence, something like that. You pour that into a bottle, leave it for a while, and it tastes of whatever essence you put in it. Peach schnapps, whiskey, vodka, gin, Bacardi, anything. Easy. Easy as peasy. Right. Fuck it. I've only got a couple more items down here, then I'll bring you all, when I've done the ironing, I'll bring you all back in a minute so I can get this washing out. And then if that ironing is dry out there, and washing's dry out there, I'll bring it in and iron it, and I'll have a yap. We could talk about anything you want, but the only problem is, right, because I'm not live, you can't ask me no questions. So, if you've got any questions, put them in the comments, I'll read them, right, and then I'll do another, when I do a next video, if it's up the boat or up the arc, up at the arc or the speedway, right, I'll sit down and I'll answer them all for you. But once my boat goes in the water, I'll be doing a second channel, and that's going to be called James Fishing Adventures. And then later on I'm going to sell my boat, get a decent one. Any of my channel members wants to go fishing, I'll be quite happy to take you out fishing for the day. See what I'm willing to do, which a lot of people is not interested in doing, right? I would, if you're living like, wherever you're living, I'll come to you. If you want to go out fishing for me one day, drop me a message, yeah, and what I can do is I can put my boat on a trailer, drive to where you are, meet you, put the boat in the water, we'll go out fishing, yeah? Or, I might put my boat in the water and I might bring my boat by sea to you. Might take me a couple of days, but then I can drop the anchor down and I can kip in the boat. But yeah, once my boat's in the water, if anybody wants to go out for the day fishing, I'll supply everything, and the bacon sandwiches, tea, coffee, I'll do it all on my boat. So if you want a fun day out for nothing, so once my channel's up and running, and I've got videos on there, if anybody wants to join the channel, you know, become a patron or a channel member, that's the same thing, isn't it? And yeah, wherever you are in the country, I'll just hook the boat up and I'll come to you. Because I'll come up to your place, I'll drive up to your place, yeah. All depends what time I'll get there. If it's in the evening, we'll do it the next day. I'll just park up somewhere, I'll just kip in my car, go meet you, wherever you want me to meet you to, yeah. We'll put the boat in the water, get in the boat, go fishing for the day. Whatever you catch, you keep. Simple, innit? If you catch a big large bass or anything and you don't want to keep it, if you want to chuck it back, chuck it back. If you just want to do catch and release, you do whatever you need to do. But if we get a nice cod or a pollock, something like that, yeah, or a bass, whatever, I'll fillet it there and then, and I'll cook it there and then on the boat, and then we can see what it tastes like. Well, we know what it tastes like, don't we? Because everybody knows what cod tastes like, because you get it from a chippy. Yeah, and I think everybody knows what bass tastes like, because it's the dearest fish in the shop to buy. Yeah, so that's my next plan for the boat. But then again, if I just keep my boat as it is, it's nice and light to tow. You tow the boat, and you don't think there's nothing behind the car, so I do both sides. This is my wife's. So let's just get this done. Only got a couple more items to do, and then when I go put the washing out, I'll bring you all back after I've done that. Because the dandy is, right, because you're sitting on the table on a pile of towels, and I plugged the camera into the mains. Holy crap. Holy, oh, what's that? 2 hours I've been here talking to you. I think I might have to edit that and bring it down to about an hour or something. Because I don't think many people is going to sit there for 2 hours and listen to me rab on. 3 guesses with my daughter works. B&M. But the only problem is they don't do no fishing stuff in B&M. But then, I don't really like B&M because I think everything in B&M, because they sell it things cheap, it's all seconds. Maybe some stuff is and some stuff's not. I tell you what, you won't believe this, right? But Chris Dawson, he owns the Ranges companies. I know him. I know him well. And a lot of my fair friends know him as well. Because he used to be a market trader years ago. He used to have a lorry. And we used to go to a fair at Summercourt. Now in Summercourt there's one shop, one pub and one post office, that's it. Back then in the 80s it was, right? So the fair used to go in a big field, right? And on the fair day it was packed, right? But out in the main road, in the street, right, you had all market traders. Chris Dawson was there. Yeah, you know, doing all the haggling and all that. Yeah, trying to make a lot of money. Yeah. So, we know Chris Dawson. So, all depends what range we go to and Chris is there. Yeah, you can guarantee to have a bit of fun and a laugh. But I don't think Chris will watch my videos, because if I give Chris Dawson a good shout out, he won't watch my videos. Yeah, but if you do, Chris, oi mate. And like everybody knows he's like a billionaire now. Yeah. But it's like I say, if you want to become a billionaire or a millionaire, whatever it is, you got to start selling stuff, making lots of money, saving it up. Buy something, flip it. Buy something else, flip it. That's how you make your money, innit? Because years ago, like my cousin, right, we used to buy cars, do them up and sell them on the side of the street for £300, £400. Somebody wants a cheap car, ring a number, sell them a car, make money. But it's different these days now, innit? Yeah, everything changes, everything does everything wrong. Does something for you, so... And then you go out and have an accident and it messes your life up. Yeah, it's like, I can't drive a manual no more. I can drive, if I want to go out in a car, I had to buy an automatic. If you're out in the car, yeah, because there's loads of cars I would like to buy, yeah, but you can't get them in an automatic. See, I'm after a van, yeah. A little tiny van, I don't care, yeah, as long as I can get all my fishing stuff in it and pose my boat. But they want stupid money for them with high mileage. You see cars on Marketplace, 200,000 miles on it, automatic, and they want like £4 grand for it. Yeah, jog on mate. I found a nice, there's a nice, oh, what's it called? Mercedes Vito van on Marketplace. No MOT. I think it's 120,000 miles on the clock. Yeah, I don't mind that. Automatic. It's just had new torque converter and all that in it. Everything. £800. But it's got no MOT. You could put it in for an MOT and it'll cost you £800. But then you've got a cheap van, then you. So I'm watching it at the moment. If it comes down a bit cheaper, I might have to go and get that. I can always put it somewhere with no MOT on it. Christ, I can even put it in my car park down here. And I'll just thorn it off the road. Yeah. And my mate, one of my mates has got a car transporter. Yeah. Or, no, can't do that. Or if I insure it, put some insurance on it. If I book it into a garage, I can drive it to the garage. Because it's going to a garage for an MOT. Yeah. And then if they turn and say it passes, I've got a cheap van. If it fails, and it costs me 300 quid to get through an MOT, yeah, pay it. And then I've got a decent van then, haven't I? With low mileage on it, so that's my plan. But then if I'm talking on this, and somebody goes on Marketplace, sees it, they go and buy it, good luck to you, mate. I hope you do well. Because I think because it's got 120,000 miles on it, or it might have 96,000 miles on it. Right, because it's got low miles on it, somebody could buy it, put an MOT on it, and sell it for £3 grand. But then the only problem you're going to get is once somebody knows, a friend of yours, you've got a van, they'll message you, oh, can you take this for me? Can you get this for me? Can you take this for me? Can you take this to the tip for me? Because trust me, I get it now. Yeah, I get it now, you see. Because my car is a 7-seater, I fold all the seats down and it's like a minivan. Because people call the S-Max is a bus. Yeah, so it's like a minivan. Yeah. Because I've had somebody move out before. I've got their settee and bed and all that in the back of my car. One of my daughter's friends, her dad died. But because I've got a 7-seater, she asked me if I would take 6 people to the funeral. So I thought, wow, because it's a funeral, yeah, I'll pick them up. Picked them all up. But I had to go all the way to Bodmin. I had to go to Dinny Bodmin. I'm back again. No, then I had to go from there. I had to go near Bude to the wake, and then all the way back to Plymouth. But you don't get when you agree to something, you don't get told half of the story until you pick them all up, innit? And then if you turn and say no, I'm not driving to Bodmin, then everybody that's going to the funeral will have to make their own way, and they won't get there, will they? And then that looks bad on you. Tears from your little sister, crying because she doesn't have a... Yeah, whatever. Paul Young, that is. I sing a lot of that. I play a lot of that in my car. Play a lot of shit in my car. I'll put that washing out in a minute. Because it's 1:15 here, I've got to do me dinner. I'll probably have a bowl of soup again. Or I might have a ham salad wrap. That sounds good, doesn't it? But the trouble is, biting into it because I've got no teeth. Well, that's not entirely true. I've got teeth, I've got a set of dentures, top and bottom, but my bottom ones fell out and they dropped on the floor and they broke in half. And they were only like a couple of months old then. So I rung the dentist up, and because my dentist was in Torquay. So I rung my dentist up, make an appointment to go see him. I explained over the phone what happened, and they broke in half, and they said, no, sorry, we can't help you. Because we've discharged you, we can't do nothing about it now. Oh, I hit the roof. I hit the roof. A load of abuse I give them. Because it's NHS, you're quite willing to get the money. maybe a few months' time, but you're willing to get the money, but you're not willing to do nothing. And the dentist I didn't think she liked me. I had this young girl called Maria. She was from a different country. Lovely girl. Yeah, anything I needed, she would do it for me, right? Now I reckon, well, she went on maternity leave. And then I think I might have had her boss. And I don't think her boss liked me much. Because she discharged me. Once my teeth was made and she fitted them, boom, that was it, she discharged me. Right? Now, because I give them out, right, I slagged them off like fuck after. She writes a letter to my doctor. I got a copy as well. And they turned around and said, we can no longer help Mr. Ford because we have discharged him, but if he gets into severe pain, we'll help him. They pulled all my teeth out but 3. Got 1 there and 2 there. So while I was up there, I said to him when they were pulling my teeth out, I said to him, why don't you just pull them out and I can have a nice full set of dentures, pure white I wanted. Nah, can't do that. Because my 3 teeth down the bottom, they're like K9 teeth, because they were strong and healthy, they won't touch them. So I think if I want them pulling out, I would have to go private. And you know, it's going to cost like £100 each tooth. So if I want my dentures fixed, I have to get it done private. So I don't wear them no more. Because people turn around and say, oh, just wear your top ones. But the top ones won't stay in unless I've got the bottom ones in. Because if you've got no teeth down the bottom, the top teeth ain't got nothing to hold on to. So they keep falling out. So I'll just rather put them on in the front room on shelf. But then there's a dental place up the road from me. Right? I could take them in there and find out how much it costs to get done. If they say, oh, 50 quid, fucking do it. If they say, oh, it's going to cost you £500, I'll forget it. I'd rather not wear them. Yeah? But now, I've just seen online, on Facebook and on, there's an NHS dentist opened up, but it's students. Sign me up! I don't mind a student doing my teeth. First thing you do when you sit in the dentist chair, you say to the dentist, you hurt me, I'll hurt you. And when they go to put the injection in you, they're going like this then, isn't they? Shitting themselves. But no. So, but what I could do is, if I can get into this dentist or go see them, I can explain about my teeth and they might fix my teeth for me. But the only problem I had with them is to keep them in, I had to use that Fixodent. Yeah, they used to stay in all day, but I want a set of teeth that I can put in, and they stay in without nothing, yeah, and I don't have to take them out again. So, I think what people on here might turn around and say I need to do is have implants put in. Now, yeah, I would have implants, I would have all the screws and all that put in, top and bottom, screw the teeth in, yeah, lovely. But it costs too much money, and you can't have it done on the NHS. So, what am I going to do? Sorry, I'm looking at the camera. Yeah, just say 2 hours. 2 hours. Was that 3 hours? I can't see from here. Oh, 2 hours and 20 and 50 seconds. So what I might do is I might edit this video. But then I had a message from somebody saying, don't edit your video. They like to see all the crap and all that in it and all that. And then I was up at Speedway one day and I'd done a Speedway video. I come home, couple hours, I edited it, whatever it's called, right? I put it on YouTube. Hang on a minute. Some guy messaged me saying, you need to edit your video before you upload it. And I thought, well, I have. So, there you go. Then there's a guy on Facebook, right, on the CJR page, right? You know who you are, mate. He's got a 14 foot or 15, 16 foot CJR. He's cut the cabin off it. So then it gives you more room in your boat. He's decked it all out. And he goes pike fishing. Freshwater fishing on a lake. So then he can stand on the bow of his boat and do a bit of fishing, doing all the fighting and all that, bringing it all in and all that. Yeah? And then you read what all the messages he's got. Oh, what a fantastic job you've done in all this. I do it. And then I get all the haters. One bloke on there. You fucked that boat up. Excuse my language. You've ruined that boat. You put that boat in the water and it's going to sink. Yeah, you know who you are, mate, I'll tell you. But I'm going to prove you wrong. Yeah, I'll do a video of launching my boat in the water, starting the engine, going out. I'll do a video on that. Just to prove you wrong, mate, that it won't sink. Because I'll tell you, what I've done to this boat, mate, it's unsinkable. If it does sink, I'll call it a Titanic. I could call the boat. I was thinking of a name for my boat. What I could call it. I could call it a shitbox. Yeah, I could call it a skip. But I could call it Titanic too. I could call it Mad Mandy after my wife. Oh, can't do that because that's her email address. Well, her email address is madmandy at 3 items to go. God, getting a bit fed up with doing the ironing now. I don't mind doing the ironing, you know, yeah. Sit down here, a couple hours talking to you lot. Yeah. Having a good yap, you know, having a bit of fun in me. Yeah. If you put out, like the title, doing the ironing again, I'll put. Yeah. And an update I'll put on it. Yeah. If you put it on, it's only on for a couple minutes, you turn it off, that's up to you. If you don't want to watch my videos, don't watch my videos, don't bother me. And for the people that do like watching my videos, that's why I go out and I make a video. So, like my channel members, they can watch it. My channel's J Adventures 50 at youtube.com or whatever.com. You click on it, you like the content, you watch it. You don't like the content, don't click on it. Don't subscribe. Because if you're going to give me bad feedback and start slagging me off, don't bother. I'm not bothered if you subscribe or not. If you want to subscribe, hit the subscribe. You don't want to subscribe, don't hit it. Simple as that. Don't bother me. I keep getting messages up from YouTube and that. Oh, I got to do more content or add more videos. Yeah. But these past weather we've been having and these storms we've been having. Now, if my car was ready for car camping, I would have went out in the storms and done some car camping. But I think next week we got a lot of rain coming in. Yeah. And then if I get a few more subscribers, channel members when I do it, I would like to go to Wales and do some car camping. But then, yeah, I would have to fill the car up with diesel. I might do like a night, then drive home, or I might do a couple of nights. It all depends, doesn't it? How much. I'm not bothered about how much food I got, because I can just go to Tesco's or anywhere and buy it. Yeah, Christmas time my son bought me these MREs. Yeah. He bought me a breakfast and he bought me a dinner. Yeah. It's a boil in the bag job, one of them boil in the bag jobs. Not the ones that you fill them, put water in them and leave wait 8 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. So I could have that for breakfast one morning to try it, but I don't think I would buy them. I would buy the ration packs and try them, do something on them. Yeah, get an army ration MRE, something like that, and then I would do it that way. If anybody wants to send me anything, I'll give you my address. But then a lot of people say use a PO box, so you can go to the PO box. But a PO box is like £300. If anybody wants to send me anything, email me, message me, I'll give you my address. Because I've only got 1,600 subscribers, so I've got 6 or 7 channel members that pay each month. But that's only like £6 a month, so YouTube's told me not to, because I haven't got like 100,000 followers in. Once I get a few more followers, then I'll branch out and do a bit more. I'll do more of what people want to see. But because at the moment I got to pay all my diesel and all that and my food. Because to do this car camping stuff, to get everything ready, or everything I need to go car camping, it cost me about 500 quid so far. You know, by buying cookers, gas bottles, the stuff for car camping, the bed. I think I've got to go out and spend another 20 quid on doing these blackout blinds for my car, for the blackout windows. Is that bloody hell, it's empty again. Oh, no wonder why it's not steaming. Fill it up again. Oh. Now we're cooking on gas. Well, we are there. Now, somebody on YouTube sent me £5. They've done it through YouTube. They clicked on the pound sign at the bottom and they sent me some money. Right? They sent me £5. Right? But by the time YouTube takes their cut out of that, I've only left with £1 or so. So if anybody wants to send me anything, yeah, my PayPal account is in the description below. My email and my you can always go to buymeacoffee.com. You can buy me and Andy a coffee, and then I'll buy a box of coffees with that. But if you're going to send me any money, do not do it through YouTube. please. Because if I watch people's videos, I've got YouTube Premium that I don't, it cuts all the adverts and all that out for me. But then if I click on somebody's content and I like it, I'll subscribe. Because like people say when I watch their videos, right? People, like, my video will pop up, they'll click on it, that's not subscribed and watch. Yeah? People say like, there's like, oh look, I've finished! I've got to do the ironing, so I'm going to have to bring you all back in a minute. Okay? I'll tell you what, ladies or gents, if you're at the back in your garden and you're hanging washing on your line, and if you're putting bedding out, you know how long the sheets and the quilt cover and all that is, and you got a load of pegs on the line. So instead of putting them all back in the laundry basket, we do this. See that? We hook all the pegs on there, so then we just take them off when we need them. Good idea, eh? Just thought I'll show you that, but you know, you know. Oh look, my lens is dirty there. Oh God, glad I'd be sitting down again because, that killed my back out there. Right, this is what was out on the line, so I might as well iron it, and iron it, and then we can go in the front room. And I might just do my, oh look, that's wet. And then again, you watch the steam come off this. Yeah, that's steaming. It's yeah, that's damp. That needs to go over the radiator, that does. Right, let's turn that down a bit because this is my wife's tops. My wife's a little darling, really. Love her to bits. She don't like it. She thinks I embarrass her. What was that? Oh. I think I just broke the ironing board again. Oh, you haven't broke the ironing board, I'll go buy a new one. God, she loves spending money, my wife. If I want anything, oh. Now my wife, she saves my money for me, right? If I say to her, I need £500. What for? Say, I want to go get his boat. No. And it's my money. Don't get it, do you? But I don't think she'll say no. She likes to know what I waste my money on. Well, there you go, say so. But I said to her, when you're out, if you see something you like, get it. Pick it up. If you see it, get it. Because if you turn around and say to yourself, oh, I'll leave it, I'll come back in next week and get it, or I'll get it tomorrow. You go back in tomorrow or next week and it's gone. So you lose out, don't you? So I say, if you want something, if you see it, get it. Because if you don't get it, somebody else will. So really, if anybody watches this till the end, they'll say, well, he just contradicted himself, huh? I know. Because that's like all the stuff on Facebook Marketplace that I want. But the trouble is, I want things for like a tenner. And if you put it on Marketplace for like 80 quid, you ain't going to take a tenner for it, are you? So that's why I like just to watch things. Yeah, if it comes down to a price that I think is reasonable, yeah, and then I can message them and go and get it. But there you go. Whoa. Oh look, Cameron, your tea towel, mate. I'm ironing it for you. See, because I like to iron tea towels. Mandy says to me, oh, you don't need to iron tea towels. If you iron a tea towel, it stretches it out and it makes it more fluffier. It brings up everything back to life in it. Yeah? So when you dry your dishes, well, if you dry your dishes, it makes it more fluffier so it dries the dishes better. I do my dishes twice. I wash my dishes in hot soapy water. Then once I've done all the dishes, I'll empty the sink and I'll fill it up with boiling hot water. Right? And then I'll rinse them all in hot water, put them on the draining board. 5 minutes later, they're all dry. And then I just put them away when they're dry. I've always done that. When I worked on the Royal Naval ships in the dockyard, I used to be a pot washer. Yeah, you wash them, you rinse them, you put them away. Yeah, I used to work on all the ships in the HMS Ocean, HMS Argo, Northumberland, Sutherland. Yeah, worked on them all. Worked on the destroyers when we had them, the Type 22 frigates, yeah, the 23 Type frigates, aircraft carriers, landing crafts, HMS Bulwark, HMS Albion. Worked on them all. Good times that was, good times. And I actually live in an MOD house that belongs to the MOD. But the Housing Association, they're leasing them, they're on a lease. But the only thing about that is the MOD can ask for the houses back anytime they want. So everybody that pays the Live West rent, they have to find them another house to move into. That's the only problem they got, because that happened down the road here. In a couple hundred houses down the road here, the MOD wanted all the houses back, so their housing association had to find all houses from. So they all had to move out, and then the MOD sold them, right, when they were empty. The MOD sold them to a private building company, and then they went in there and done them all up and they sold them all because the MOD needed some money. The Ministry of Defence. Wish they were coming so I could move out of this place. I hate it here. I don't like living here. I've got druggies next door. They're alright, they keep themselves to themselves, you know. Yeah, offer me anything, I'll chin them. Don't get me started with them next door. But they're good as gold. Keep out of my way, I'll keep out of their way. Simple, innit? Right, that's it. Last one, I'll finish. So, just give this a quick iron, you know. It's Laura's, I'll just give it a quick iron. Give it a quick iron. I can get in the front room, upload the video, well, edit it, put it together. I might call this video Ironing and a Yap. It's like doing the ironing, but I've got to put it all away yet. I'm not putting it away, it's putting it on the table, so I have to move you lot. And then what I might do is then I might do my lunch. Yeah. Oh, wrong pile. Right, let's turn this off, put the ironing board away. Put the ironing board away. I'll bring you lot back in a minute, I think, eh? Right, back in a minute. Right, what I'll do is, I'll just put this over the back of this chair here, so that can air off. Alright. Laura, Cameron, this is all your lot. So I'll put that over here. I meant to put that battery in there, didn't I? Right, this is mine and my wife's clothes. Oh, nearly dropped it all over the floor. Let's press that down a bit. Right, nearly burnt myself on the iron. I'm just filling the jug up with water. Well, what was left from the iron. Right. So what I'm just doing is, right, it's this, the water that's left in the kettle here, in the jug, I'm just going to pour it in the kettle. Kettle's full, chuck that away. Right, now that there, got to go in the microwave. Right, I'm going to do my lunch. Right, and what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put the camera over the other side. Hang on a minute. Yeah, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to turn you lot off. Right, I'm going to put you over by the toaster or something, and then I'll put you back on again in a minute. Alright? Oh, I don't know if you can see or anything, but right, let's pop you up a minute. See if I can get you lot up. Like that. Right. Right, here's my chopping board, alright? So if I do that, get my knife out, get a tomato out, so do that. There's me tomatoes, just a bit of salt on that. Too much. Back in a minute. Just going to get me salad stuff out. Right guys, I'm doing my lunch. We got Cumberland sausage slices. I've just sliced the tomato up. Got some cucumber. Got some lettuce. Now, I don't know whether to have beetroot. And then we got some salad cream. And we got a wrap, yeah? So, what I normally do is, when we get a knife out, get the salad cream, put it around the edge and in the middle, like that. And now I spread, right, all this around the edge. Make sure you get it around the edges, alright? Right, because that is the glue when I wrap it up. So what I'll do is, right, turn you that way a bit. See that or not? Right, yeah, okay. Slice that off. Right, see that? I'll put some of that in the middle. Like that, right. I'll give it a little bit of salt. Put a couple of slices of salad cream in it. Not salad cream, tomato. Chuck that in it like that. Now the cucumber. Right, I'll slice the end off. Like that. Right, can you see what I'm doing or not? Right. Right, that's them sliced. Put some of them on the top there. Don't slice them too thick, because if you've got no teeth you can't bite into them. Right, a bit more salt. Sorry, but I love salt. Alright. There you go. And guess what? Ah, fuck off. Bollocks to that. Right, now I'll get a couple of slices of this sausage and I'll put that here. And that there. Get myself a plate. Right. Now what I'll do is I'll bring all that up like that. Like that. You roll it, you fold the sides in, like that, and then you roll it, roll it, like that, and there's one wrap there done. See that? One wrap done. Yeah, all folded up, all done. Oh my god. Right, I'll bring you all back in a minute. Right guys, I'm just doing some ironing here. I forgot to do the leggings, my daughter's leggings. They were on the cooker over there. So, I'm just doing these leggings now. And then what I'll do is I'll take you in the front room. And I might say goodbye to you. And then I'll turn my computer on. I'll put this computer back, I'll put everything back together. One more. That'll do. All done. Right, put this on the table, that's all her leggings done, because all her leggings was on the cooker, because my wife separated them. But they were on the cooker, you see, so, pardon me, excuse me, and then I'll, wipe the sides down, take my dinner in the front room, and then put this ironing board away again. Oh. It's like a surfboard, isn't it? Push the button in, like that. Leave that up there. Let me turn that iron off because that's still hot. Turn you that way so you can see what I'm doing. Alright. Right, there's all them done. Right. I'm going to bring you all back in a minute. I'm going to take you in the front room. Right guys, see me there now? A bit pissed, but I've just put the computer on. Right guys, there's that wrap we made. But the only thing is, because I put salad cream in it, and I sprinkled a load of salt in it, the salt brings out the water in it all. So when I bite into it, it gets wet as hell. Oh. Now that's better than having a bowl of soup. And especially with that Cumberland sausage in it. Oh god, what a difference. Right guys, you don't want to see me eat my dinner. Right guys, sorry, got a mouthful here. Euro Car Park is one of the UK's biggest private car park companies, operating sites across the UK. Car park firm that handed out 1.9 million tickets in a year. They've just been fined 473,000 pound been fined. See? Wankers. Bye, I'm off. Right guys, that's me done. If you watched it to the end, thank you to all my subscribers. You know who you all are. All my channel members, Ian, Lee, you know who you are. Thanks very much, and I'll see you all guys in the next one. If you want to subscribe, hit that subscribe. If you don't bother me. If you want to hit the subscribe button, please hit it. Thank you very much, and I'll catch you all in the next one. And anybody who'd like to leave me a comment or anything like that, I'll get back to you as soon as... God, my t-shirt's all wet. Anyway, thanks guys. See you in the next one.